Hi, this is Amy M. Burns from amymburns.com and author of the publication Using Technology with Elementary Music Approaches, published by Oxford University Press and available from Oxford and Amazon today. We are back in the Best of the Pandemic LMUZ Tech Episode 4, Bouncy Ball Videos. This year it's become a necessity to create some sort of videos that you could be able to use as tutorials or to help your students when they're away from the classroom, whether your classroom was restricted or you were still virtual or you were in a concurrent situation. So even though we're coming back to a more normalized teaching scenario, bouncy ball videos can still be extremely helpful. They can help students practice at home as well as help parents and caregivers sing along with their students. So today I'm going to show you 3 different ways to create a bouncy ball video. Please remember to like this YouTube channel and to subscribe to it, please. As well as if you haven't checked out Midnight Music Community, run by Katie Wardrobe, she is holding 2 PD courses this summer. One is all about Canva and how to make your artistically challenged manipulatives look professional and wonderful. Well, mine are usually artistically challenged. As well as starting tomorrow is Seesaw for music teachers, and that is a course I am running off of Midnight Music Community. So again, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's start with bouncy ball videos of episode 4. I'm going to show you 3 ways to create a bouncy ball video with 3 different tools that are all free. So the first tool we're going to use is Seesaw. You can create a bouncy ball video so you can post it on a journal and submit it so the parents can see it and sing along at home with their children, or their caregivers can sing with them. Or you could do it as an activity where you are displaying how to create it, and then you have them in the second slide create their own. You give them the tools and they create their own bouncy ball. The reason to do this is to assess their singing of a simple song. So let's jump in. We're here in Seesaw. I'm going to do this first as a journal post. So I am going to go to the text tool after I went into the tools, the drawing tool. I'm going to go to the text tool and I'm going to put in the title for Bounce High, Bounce Low. So as we can do in Seesaw, we can arrange that title in different ways by clicking the 3 dots. We can make it pop like that. We can go over to the slider to change the colors. We can go back into the 3 dots and change the font. Now we have to go back into a style where it's just plain. So I'm going to go and tap it down there where it's now just a plain style and go back to a font that's a little easier to read for my students. So I'm going to go to newspaper. So what I'm doing here is I'm using multiple text boxes so that I can show the melodic direction of the song. Great. Now I am going to change the background. Perfect. Now I'm going to add a basketball. So this basketball does not have a transparent background. And if I don't have an educational free version of Canva, I'm going to use this, remove.bg, bring the basketball in, have it remove the background, and bring it back into Seesaw. It's now has a transparent background. I'm going to use the record tool and do this.
Here we sing, bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh.
I've now made a screen recording within Seesaw. As I diminish the screen, you can see it there. That is now a video. So I can put that video on their journal and send it to their parents and caregivers and have them sing at home with their children. Or I could use this as an example, as a multimedia example, and then the students, and give them all the text boxes and everything and see if they can create this.
Here we sing, bounce high, bounce low.
So that if they create it, I can then assess it. Here's another way. I learned this from David Rao. I'm using my iPad. I'm going into Google looking for Itsy Bitsy Spider under the commercial and other licenses. I'm going to use this kind of virtual home button. To find it, I go into accessibility, go to assistive touch, and turn that on. Then I use my screen recording tool, which is in the control center. I make sure I turn my microphone on, and I do this.
Here we go, the Itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout.
Again, I credit that to David Rao, watching his video to how to do that. Then a third way. Using the free tool of Flipgrid, you can actually go to a shorts, create a shorts. You have up to 10 minutes here to create a shorts. And then using the board, I split the screen so I'm on one half and there's just a background of a notebook I used as the other half. Then using the photo tool, I brought in, these are the ukulele chords for Thunder. And what I can do is hit record and play so that the students, when they go on to Flipgrid, or if I don't have a Flipgrid account, remember that is completely free though, I can download it and send it to them on their learning management system. So at home, if they have a ukulele, they can practice along with me and work on the chorus of Thunder. So again, that's just using the free Flipgrid. It's absolutely free, making a short, recording myself playing along, adding these photos, and then either if they have a Flipgrid group with them, they'll see it on Flipgrid, or I can download it and send it over to them. Here's kind of an example of me doing this with singing and watching the Bouncy bear.
The other day, I met a bear away up there, a great big bear. The other day, I met a bear, a great big bear away up there.
As you can see, that is a very typical day in my household. But these are 3 ways to create a bouncy ball. This is, again, another great tool that came out of pandemic teaching, because we started having to create these out of necessity. But now, if we're coming back to a more normalized teaching scenario, what about continuing to use these so that we could put it on their learning management system or put it on their digital portfolio so that at home they can ask a caregiver to sing along with them, or they can practice, because you can use the ukulele bouncy ball videos, you can use recorder bouncy ball videos. So to kind of get your curriculum outside of your classroom and into the parents' mobile devices and into their own mobile devices at home.
So join me next week for episode 5 of the Best of Pandemic LMUZ Tech.